Houston, good morning. It's foggy outside. We still got to make this trip. Still got to make this trip from Houston. Back up here to Cane Island Parkway, Katy. You guys know where that is. Morning, good morning. Out here on the I-10 in Katy, headed into Houston. It's already backed up out here at Katy. That's not good. Usually once we get on the other side of the belt, Grand Parkway is usually when you start hitting traffic, this far back. It sucks. More and more cars out here on the road now. It's just getting crazy here in Houston. Big rush of people, not rushing, but the big rush of people moving here with all the new houses they're building. A lot of people moving here now. This is definitely not good. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Thanks for stopping in. You guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Help support the channel. Oh, for sure, it's foggy. Coming onto the highway was a lot foggier than this. You know, I live like 5 miles, I mean 4 miles off the highway. But where I live at used to be like cow pastures and, you know, things like that. So it's a little bit more foggy again to the highway. Here is a little clear, but still fog out. But we still got to make our way into work, so we got to do what we got to do. Look like it's picking up a little bit more now, so. Yeah, it's always crazy, and it's a lot worse now. You have to really see the amount of homes that they're building out here in Katy and Fulshire now. They have every piece of land that they can buy, they're getting their hands on, and they're just building, 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 building. And it makes me want to move further and further out, but I've already got normal drive anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes it'll take me to get to work without the traffic. With traffic, you know, I really got to leave home like an hour and a half early, you know. Passing Katy Mills now. At least this is opening up a little bit here, so. But we're going to hit Mason Road and get off at Mason Road and take the frontage road. I mean, every major city you're going to get it anyway, so I mean, I guess it sucks, but it is what it is. We just got to make the best of it. Now, at least it's clearing up more and more since the sun's coming up. Part of the metro life for sure. That's why I like growing up. When I grew up in Boston, you always had like the subway and stuff. You know, you can just jump on there and get around. You don't have to worry about driving and stuff. You know. Yeah, here you know, like you say, the metro, the buses, but I wouldn't even know where to catch a bus out this way just to get into town. You know. This is Mason Road where I usually jump off at. And right along I-10. That doesn't seem that, well, I see brake lights now, but it didn't seem that super busy down that way. Yeah, I bet. Hopefully I'll never have to find that out. get over. So I moved back over, then he jumped another lane. Trying to get out of his way. Looked like he was trying to go, a little bit more than he should. This wouldn't be bad too, wasn't for a couple of lights, that are quick changing or really long. So how's your day going so far? Today is my Friday at my day job. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Between that and all these loops to get around, Making the best of it for sure. And I went down to Austin, was it Sunday? And they got a lot of those, I know you've probably seen them, but unmanned cars, or I guess it's like, taking an Uber or whatever. They had a whole lot down in Austin. I was just wondering if they're going to start venturing out to more places. Somebody could turn their car into a taxi, huh? Taxi on the windshield and the phone number. Yeah, I think if my car was totally black, I would try to God, what you call that? Wasn't like, black car service? Picking up passengers in black car. I think you can make more money like that. Yeah. Yeah, you miss a turn here, you probably go 4 or 5 miles down the road just to come back. Good morning, good morning. 7 viewers, welcome. Thanks for stopping in on our road trip to work. The fog is starting to clear up a little bit. If you're in the Houston or Katy, Texas area, you know there's traffic out here, so that's what we're dealing with. I did leave 10 minutes later than I wanted to. Sometimes those 10 minutes can make a big difference. We got down there. We really didn't have any plans, but we just took a road trip down, and we got down there. We took the kids to the aquarium down there. It's small, but at least a couple of the animals you can touch, and then we went downtown, and they had a panda festival, Asian food, and the different vendors, you can get different kind of Asian food. So we did that for a little bit, and then we made the road trip back. The son was getting a little cranky, so we know he was sleepy, so I think once I get through this light here, it won't be too bad. But I'd like to take another trip down there just to explore a little bit more. And then maybe next month we might take a road trip up to Boston to see my mother. My daughter's 3 years old, and my mother hasn't seen her since she was an infant. So yeah, just a day trip. Wife had the day off. Whenever she has a day off on the weekend, she want to travel to, somewhere. So next trip will probably be Boston, unless we hit Dallas. I know she wants to take a trip to Dallas. Yeah, but we will be gearing up to drive to Boston. So it's like it's what, 24 hours, 2 days. I think it's like a 2-day trip. Driving. Like the corner brownies. What the? That was like a question or something that popped up on my screen. I know, depending on which way the app takes us to Boston, I know she wants to see Niagara Falls. Maybe we can squeeze by there on the way. Very true. especially if going. Well, I'll tell you what city that wouldn't be a day trip is El Paso. You drive to El Paso from here, you looking to spend overnight for sure. That's a long haul. That's probably about, what, 7, 8 hours maybe, if not longer. I had to look that one up. I'll have to keep her away from El Paso. They might try to put her back over the border. Amarillo, yeah, I haven't been there yet. I mean, I've been through Dallas, the airport a few times. I've driven through Dallas. Not officially stopped to, sightseeing or anything like that. I mean, I did stop at Buffalo Wild Wings once there on a road trip to Minnesota. Man, what time will it be? This is making me later, man. Right now, I'll have 10 minutes left to punch in by the time I get there. If it keeps up this way. How far is Amarillo from Houston, Let me see. I don't want to look at this going to work time anymore. So. Okay, map, act right. Let's see how far that is. Almost a 9-hour drive to get there. Woo! It's definitely an overnighter. Let me see what El Paso would be. El Paso. El Paso's like that's almost 10 hours. Yeah, that had to be overnight or or a whole weekend or something. Good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Travel with us on the way to work. Right now we're on the frontage road next to I-10. We're trying to make our way to the Beltway and go north. Guys in the Houston area, there's always traffic. try to hang up Christmas lights this weekend outside the house. Went and bought me a ladder yesterday. I was always borrowed a neighbor, but I asked him the other day, but it's been hard to catch up with him lately. He's like in and out, or probably sleeping. So I just got me a 6-footer. I didn't need anything. I should have got 8, but Home Depot had a good sale on a 6-footer. It should do the job. Yeah, it's like $130-something ladder I got for like for my veterans discount and stuff, like $58. Trying to get my coffee in now before we get to work. I already ate my breakfast. Excuse me. Trying to get to this beltway down here. Getting closer and closer. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live for today. Thanks for rolling with me. I really appreciate it. Everybody have a great day. Hopefully catch you tomorrow. or the next. We'll be back. Thank you.